everybody, this is Mary Rondenet from Blooming Rose Healing and the founder of WhaleBreathing. And I also do other interesting modalities like whale reading, which basically is tapping into the energies and vibration of what's going on with someone's body, with the planet, with a beautiful tree, an animal. It's a really great way sometimes to connect to the soul when you're feeling confused and kind of lost, because sometimes we get very disconnected and get kind of lost within our own head and kind of lose track of what is really going on. And I kind of wanted to do this week. I might be doing it for a little while. I'm kind of feeling like I need to do some readings more from the perspective energetically of what's happening this week. We're going through a very intense time, but we're also being invited to go within our soul and to take it slower. And even as I sit with these energies, I keep getting these beautiful visions of those whales as they're resting deep, deep in the ocean. And the ocean, in a metaphor, is our soul. And what lives within that soul is our emotional body. Energy in motion is emotion. And it's really giving yourself some time to really take it slower, and also to be able to allow yourself the stillness of understanding what is. To be still and know. And it's not easy, because it's really easy for us to get caught up in that more hamster wheel, or even the imbalanced masculine energy, which is that more go, go, go. And what's going on in our world, and how do I stay calm through this? And bigger, how do I trust it and have faith in all this? And allow myself, we forget that being is also doing. That aligning is also helping us to ground into these beautiful energies of the Mother Earth, the divine, and bring in, through our holy temple, that love, that peace. And this is really what a lot about this week is really about, to help us to re-anchor within my body and notice what I notice, and how do I stay anchored, grounded, and in the faith, surrendering to it, trusting it. And I have been talking to a few people, even with breathwork. It's not like, breathwork is a very interesting modality, because it's not like you just come in and we just breathe. We have to work through those barriers within the body. And it's a lot of resistance from ego. Now take that and put it outside of us. And where is the resistance? What is really happening to help us to find the essence of love, unity, peace, calm? And it's not easy to do that in the chaos. But if we don't become the calm of that storm, we're just going to feed more into the chaos. So what I feel, so the week is, and the vision that was given to me was this beautiful essence of whales resting. Many whales just resting on the beautiful bottom of that ocean. And as they're resting, they're creating this essence of love, of light, of calm. And then they slowly come back up and do the exhale. And allowing themselves, and it's very beautiful, and there's such a beautiful rhythm with it because they do that, and then they go back down and get into that space of rest, of peace, of calm. And it somehow does something to the nervous system within us. Because as our nervous system calms down and we get more in a space of rhythm and harmony, we meet the essence of home, the essence of I am, the essence of love. And how do I allow myself that space of love? To really open it up to myself, to my family, to my community, and to the world. To hear that beautiful whisper within myself, and to really let myself trust that message. We feel, I should say, well, we all are feeling it, and it's really hard to be in this energy, but yet it's not, it's really interesting because energetically, I guess it's what are we all really here to learn? What is the universe really trying to teach us? Or grace, or higher self, whatever you choose, or soul, however you reflect within what is really the message, even through these turbulent times. And I'm finding, it's interesting because the more I drop into that space of meditation and breath and allowing myself to listen to that powerful energy, it has a lot to do with how am I willing to show up in the world in the space of calm, in the space of divine, in the essence of love. Through a time that's very challenging. But what makes it challenging? Don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot out there that's really happening, and I'm very aware of it. And yet, how do I find myself to stay calm and aligned so I don't get weakened by that chaos? Because once we get caught up in the fear and it lost in that energy, we become very, this is my chaos, the dog, these beautiful energies of how do I stay calm within it and trusting. And I know that breathing has helped me tremendously. And I've been really doing a lot of my own work, the whale breathing, but really letting myself meet the intuitive essence of who I am. And how does that work within my body? So I'm very aware, and even now we have the summer solstice coming. We have a full moon. We have many planets that are connecting and moving that are very watery energies, and water is all about emotion. So how do I make space to allow myself the time and the space to be still and to be in that space of tender loving care? And one of the things I say is to just let yourself take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and drop into your breath. And just let yourself connect to your diaphragmatic breathing and feel the beautiful circular breath. And as you allow that energy of the circle, the universal circle, to meet your rhythm of breath, you will feel a difference within your body. the calm, the integrating of body, soul, and spirit. It's very, and then there's a spider walking. It's one of the things about, I think it was a spider, of being outside in a yard that says, there he is, excuse me, off of me, is to let yourself really feel nature and let it, this bug is really wanting to let yourself really meet nature and be present in the here, now space. And what does that mean? It means I'm not thinking about my future or my past. I am just right here, being aligned with grace, with nature, with my higher self, with the oneness of who I am through my breath. My breath. Our breath is the doorway to that spirit. But we have to allow ourselves to surrender and meet it from a very deep place, a very circular place, and trusting that all is in perfect order, all is in a good place of love. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful solstice and summer solstice, and being in that beautiful energy of, what is that summer about? It's those flowers, the dancing, the expression. And yet, how do I do that from a place of being still and just know? So thanks for stopping by. And I hope that you enjoyed, this reading, and just honoring that we are in a very, very beautiful place of reflection, of slowing down and taking it easy, and just being a witness, to be the witness of this show. Take care, and there's that bug, and I'll talk to you later, next week. Have a great day. Bye.